Sorry, it was in the wash because I had it on last week.
Of course,
Yes! I should have worn this too for today.
Very nice.
I love that. You should get
It's my
Daniel's name
favorite.
on the back.
Oh yeah, that's our jersey with the national
Yeah, I have
team.
it's no name.
I should get you one with my name.
Represent.
Oh, I would love that. I don't have any Daniel Shallowy has not sent me one yet. So
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it'll be a
You can beat him to
competition
it.
between the two of you.
what is up, everybody? Welcome in to the call up in our AT&T 5G virtual studios. I am Julian Zagovitz. That is Susanna Collins, who you're in your third setting in a week or two. My friend, your commitment to the pod is unmatched. Can you update the people?
Oh, I love you for saying that. Yeah, so I am coming to you from this is my childhood bedroom, everybody. If you are watching this, this is where young Susanna got up to all her antics. It did not look like this. There was a lot more like pictures of boys and like Leonardo DiCaprio
This
and Michael
episode
Jordan
could take such a
on
turn
the wall.
right now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
All of that is gone. Mom has redecorated. But yeah, I am currently displaced because of this massive storm that came through the lake house and knocked out power and internet. So I have been camping out at the old homestead in Downers Grove, Illinois. And here I am. Yes. But listen, the pod never rests, you know, like I feel very, very committed. And so, yeah, we're just, you know, this is just another version of the AT&T 5G virtual studio that you all are getting to taste.
I wanted to give myself a pat on the back last week when my studio was on top of my suitcase in Atlanta.
Oh
for
yeah, in the
Kaylee
hotel.
Kyle. But this is next level. And what's even more next level is the fact that when you fled your home during a storm, you grabbed your pride top.
I did. I was like, I think we might need this. And
We
literally,
always need the pride top.
I brought nothing. I have been wearing the same clothes for like a week. I
But
just
you have
keep
your
doing
pride
laundry.
top.
But she has the pride top, kids.
So you
Don't
got the
worry.
pride top for our listeners. You can grab the pride top, which is lovely this year. Also, I got the Unity kit on, which is kind of a rendition of the
Love it.
2022 MLS ball. But the most, where am I going with this? The most shadowing jersey that we have of what our guest is today is
Look at that.
I got my Hungarian national team jersey up here as well because we have a nice Hungarian treat for all of you today. There are 3 Hungarians in Major League Soccer. 4, Suze, if you include
You, I was going to say, are we including you in that mix?
Am I in the league technically?
Yes, 100.
You got Daniel Shallowy of Sporting Kansas City, Sabat Schoen of FC Dallas, and you've got Dániel Gazdag of the Philadelphia Union, who is our guest today. He's been having a standout performance for Philly in his second year, 26 years old. Not only is he, you know, leading the Philadelphia Union to be in the top mix of the Eastern Conference, but he is part of the Hungarian national team that made headlines last week when they had a historic 4-0 win over England.
Wow.
And to make them lead their group at Nations League. P.S. It's the group of death: England, Italy, and Germany.
That's wild. That's actually wild that Hungary is sitting on top of that group. I love that.
The 4-0 loss by England was their worst loss at home since 1928.
Wow.
5-1 to Scotland. So our guy Daniel was there and had a goal. So we love to see people making international headlines. He's back with the Philadelphia Union as the international break has ended. And we just wanted to catch up with the man who helped make history. So take a listen. Time now for our AT&T 5G call to the field. We are so excited to bring in Hungarian international and midfielder for the Philadelphia Union, currently in his second season with the club, where he has 7 goals and 3 assists under his belt. Also, just scored an absolutely beautiful goal for his native Hungary in UEFA Nations League against England. Dániel Gazdag, it is so great to have you on. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, nice to meet you.
So how are you feeling? You're just coming off of international duty. MLS is back in action after a little break. Physically, how are you feeling right now? Because that's a lot.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of traveling for me. I went back home to Europe. We had that one game in Hungary first against Germany, and after that we traveled to England for the game, and after that game I just flew back to Philly on Thursday. And on Saturday night, we had our game here. So, yeah, it was a lot.
At least the Philadelphia Union had a home game. So you mentioned coming from England, and you kind of smirked a little bit when you mentioned England. You had a great goal, that final dagger fourth goal against England last week in UEFA Nations League. Can you take us through that game? 4-0 over England, their worst loss in nearly 100 years at home. What was going through your minds as that game started to progress the way that it did?
Yeah, it's a huge result for Hungary, for the Hungarian football. Nobody expect this result before the game. I mean, we have been really confident because we beat them in Hungary 10 days before 1-0. So we have been confident, but yeah, 4-0, that's something special. And everyone was so happy after the game, and I think all the Hungarians were so proud of us.
Did you guys even surprise yourselves? I just have to ask.
Sorry?
Did you surprise yourselves?
Oh yeah, to be honest, yeah, because also we didn't expect this result. I mean, if you win 4-0 in England, that's a good result for all the teams in the world. Not only for Hungary, but especially for Hungary, because we are a small country. We are not the best team in the world. So yeah, we surprised also ourselves.
Yeah, it was such a cool moment too, watching you score. Obviously, all your MLS fans back in the States were so thrilled for you. We saw you kiss the badge, which was so cool. And it's crazy because you look at this group that you guys are in, League A Group 3. It's Germany, Italy, England, and Hungary. And so people are kind of calling this the group of death. And yet Hungary is sitting on top of these standings right now. And just watching you guys, there's so much pride amongst this group. How do you think this group has come together so well to get the results that they've been able to get?
Yeah, after 4 games, we are the first in the group. So I think we surprised everyone. Nobody expect us to be like this. The questions was before the games that could we even get 1 point or something like that? But we surprised everyone, and after 4 games, we are the first in the group. We have 2 games more, and 1 in Germany and 1 at home against Italy. And we are confident, and we also want to get points on those games.
Did you guys get to celebrate after?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Was there anywhere safe for you in England to celebrate after that game?
No, after the game, I forgot to say I flew back to Hungary, and from Hungary I flew to Philadelphia.
Gotcha.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's talk about kind of your soccer journey, Daniel. So you were born in Hungary. How do you pronounce the name of the town that you're from?
Nyíregyháza.
Oh my gosh, I can't for it. Nyíregyháza.
No, not bad.
Not bad. I'll take it, honestly. But for you, when you think back to kind of your earliest soccer memories and kicking that ball around, where did it start for you, Daniel?
I started to play soccer when I was 6 years old. My brother, he's 2 years older than me. He started to play first, and I wanted to follow him, but I was a bit more talented than him. So yeah, I started to play there, and after 7 years, I changed club and I moved to Budapest. That's the capital of Hungary. So when I was 13 years old, I moved to Budapest. I signed to Budapest Honvéd, and I was playing there until last year.
So perfect segue into our next question. You signed with the Philadelphia Union then last year, 2021. Pronounced your boyhood club, Budapest. How do you pronounce it?
Budapest Honvéd.
Okay, so Budapest Honvéd. You came up through their academy, and then played for them. So you have played domestically your entire life. And how did the move come about of coming to Major League Soccer? Like, how did that get on your radar? And did you call any of the other two Hungarians that are also in MLS besides you?
Yeah, of course, I called them. I have a very good friend in Kansas, Dániel and we are the same age, so we played a lot together in the youth national teams. So I called him, but yeah, it was a big move for me, and also for my family. My wife was pregnant at that time. My older son was like 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was a big move. But the first 2-3 months was a bit tough. I came first alone because of visa problems. So that was a bit tough for me. But after that, everything was all right, and everyone was so nice with me here, so helpful. So I really enjoyed to be in Philadelphia now.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be working out for you just fine, Dániel, which we love to see. What would you say for you is what was the biggest adjustment from living in Hungary to moving to the States and Philadelphia? What was the biggest difference?
I mean, a lot of things is different here compared to Hungary. I mean, the language was was the first problem.
Your English is amazing, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, I improved a lot in this year, but when I arrived, I didn't speak too much. I have understand a lot of things, but I didn't speak really good English when I arrived. So that was the biggest change for me.
I want to go backwards a little bit about your move here. How did you find out about the Philadelphia Union and Major League Soccer? Like, how did that, of all clubs, come to be your next move?
Yeah, I have some other opportunity to go also in Europe, but Philadelphia was was the best team. I think between those teams who wanted me. I think Philadelphia found me first.
Okay.
And after that, we start to negotiate, and I really felt that they want me. Jim called me, also the sporting director called me. So yeah, I felt that they want me here to be here. They need me, so that was the reason I chose them.
I mean, how big of a factor was Jim Curtin? Because we love Jim Curtin on this podcast. We are huge fans of his. We think he is, number one of the most stylish coaches in the league, but also one of the nicest humans, 100%. How big of an influence was that in your decision to come to Philly? And like, if you could kind of describe your relationship with him.
Yeah, he was big. We speak a lot about soccer, about the style of the union. He told me at that time that I don't have to be worried because they will help me in everything. Also, my family, they will have my family. So yeah, he was big influence in this change for me.
Want to ask you about somebody else. Heard that you're really tight with your teammate Stu Finley, and that you guys did a rendition of Cold Heart during preseason. Is this true? And is there a video?
He just left. He was here in the window, and he was like this.
Oh,
we could get another rendition.
Is there a video?
The stage is yours. The stage is yours.
Yeah, he's one of my best friend. We were new players. We also he came last year. Just like me. So yeah, we had to sing in the
like
part of the initiation.
Yeah.
How's your singing voice, Dániel?
I mean, it's so bad.
At least he's self-aware.
I think the guys were happy when I finished it.
Well, we're going to have to scour the internet and try to find that video because I'm sure it's there. Somebody recorded it on their phone.
Don't try it. You cannot.
No, nobody recorded it?
Hopefully not.
Jill, we have a mission.
Yeah, we do.
We'll find it. Daniel, I feel like it's all kind of come together for you in 2022. You're having such an exceptional season with the Philadelphia Union, all the success with the Hungary national team. What's kind of your secret sauce this year? Why has this been the year that things have just kind of come together?
I don't know. I just feel really good myself here in Philadelphia. I like to play here. I like the style how we play as a team. I get the ball a lot of times during the games, what I really enjoy. And I'm really happy that I can give back something to those people who helped me a lot last year, for example, when I was alone. So yeah, that's a good thing, I think.
One thing about Philadelphia, I'm from New York, and everyone just talks about their cheesesteaks all the time. I don't know how many cheesesteaks you ate in Hungary, but are they worth the hype now that you've come to Philadelphia?
Absolutely.
Really? You love them?
I didn't eat too much cheesesteak in Hungary.
Like, had you ever had one before? No.
No. But I've tried it here in Chile, and it's really good. You should try it.
Daniel, I've never, true story, I've never had a Philadelphia cheesesteak.
And
I've been to Philly. I've never. Do you have a favorite? Is there a spot that I feel like everybody has their like favorite Philly cheesesteak spot? Do you have your go-to?
Yeah, I have one in the city. And if you are here, girls, I can invite you, and you can try it.
Sounds good. Which place?
I don't know the name of that place.
Oh, so it's like a
but
real...
I've been there like three times.
Okay. Okay.
If Daniel's endorsing it, I'm in.
You mentioned the Philadelphia Union and how good they are right now. You know, it's really, really tight at the top of the Eastern Conference. What is working so well for Philadelphia this year? You know, last year, I think a lot of people thought, you know, this was a team that could go all the way. So is that part of what's making this team tick this year? Is maybe a little redemption from last year?
Yeah, I also thought that last year that we could go all the way, but we have been a bit unlucky at the end of the season.
Yeah.
But also this season, I feel that we could have been even better because we wasted some points, especially at home. But yeah, we are I think the third place on the East, so that's not bad. But our goals are high, so we want to be the best team.
Yeah, I mean it's as Jill mentioned, it's super tight in the East, but you kind of said it. You've got 7 of the last 8 games were draws for the Union. And, you know, you can look at it as like, well, picking up a point is great, especially if some of those games are on the road. But Daniel, what do you think is the key for you guys to turn 1 point into 3, especially at home? What do you guys have to do differently?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, that we could have been even better, especially because most of the games we took the lead, and after that we let the opponent team score, and we just wasted 2 points. So yeah, we need to improve in this, and once if we take the lead, then we have to hold it and take the 3 points.
Shifting gears a little bit, as they say, Daniel, we heard that you have a tattoo of yourself. Is this true?
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, love it.
Bold,
here for
bold.
It.
Love it.
Very excited about this.
Do you want me to show it?
Yes. That's always our.
I have it here.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, it's okay. So it's your jersey.
Yeah,
oh,
it's my jersey. So this is the street where I grew up in my hometown. This is me as a kid playing soccer, and yeah, this is me in my old club after one goal.
After your first goal.
No, not the first goal. After one goal.
After a goal. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, good goal.
So
we just went on like a journey. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's like a journey, and this is a big stadium here. So this is like I started here, and now I am playing in a big stadiums in the biggest stage. So I'm proud of it.
Is that your only tattoo?
No, I have another one here.
Okay.
What's that one?
So this is like me and my son, my older son. Now I have two sons.
Right.
And a quote from Winnie the Pooh. You like it?
Winnie the Pooh. Wait,
Yeah.
what's
So
the quote?
nice.
What's the quote? Because I love Winnie the Pooh.
It's like, if there ever comes a day when we can't be together, keep me in your heart. I will stay there forever.
Oh my
I love both of these
God.
tattoos.
Thanks.
Okay, question, Daniel. If, and I've asked other guys, I know Jill knows what I'm going to ask. I've asked other guys this. If the Philadelphia Union win MLS Cup in 2022, will you get a Philadelphia Union tattoo?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. Nice.
I
Okay.
can swear this.
Okay. Love it. Heard it here. That's extra motivation, I think.
I know. And then Jill and I can come and we'll film it.
But I can
And
choose.
he-
But I can choose the style and what.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Oh,
Full.
don't
You have. Yes, exactly. Full claim
Then
over
I'm
it.
in
But
it,
we can get some cheesesteaks and watch you get the tattoo, because I feel like that's something we should all witness, since this is where you've made it clear that will happen if they win.
And
Yeah.
Jimmy C comes.
And Jimmy C comes.
Yeah.
100%. Oh man, Daniel, this has been so much fun getting to know you and to chat with you. It has been such a joy watching you succeed on the pitch this year. Just wishing you all the best in the Philadelphia Union, and all the best in 2022. And go Hungry. Go
Thank you.
Hungry. Go
Yeah,
Hungry.
thank
We're
you,
all
man.
hungry. We're all Hungry fans now. All right, time for Here for This. And Jill, as I mentioned at the top of the show, it's been a week for me, and I just needed some like good, wholesome content to put a smile on my face. And do you know what did that? Do you know what checked that box for me? I will tell you. Bruce Arena holding a baby. Okay, this
Bruce
was
Arena
one
was not
of,
what I thought was going to
I
come
know.
out of your mouth.
Listen, it shocked me too, but here we are. So this was on the game on Father's Day, and Matt Polster and his wife Brittany are new parents to a beautiful little baby girl named Prim. So Prim Polster was brought to the game by Matt and Brittany, and Bruce picks her up, and like to watch Bruce Arena, this like, big kind of like gruff guy, literally turn into like a pile of mush with this beautiful little baby girl in his arms, was one of the sweetest things I've ever seen in my life. It like melted my heart. And then I was like remembering our conversation with him and him talking about his grandkids. And I was like, oh, Bruce is a total softie who loves puppies and babies. And now we can confirm it. It was precious. It was absolutely precious. If you have not watched this video, go check out the New England Revolution Twitter account. I believe that video is there. It will make your darn day, because it sure did mine.
All I can think is if Bruce is about to ream you out, like as a reporter, as a player, like just grab a baby and be like,
Get a baby! Find a baby! Find a baby! Emergency baby!
Also here for Sporting Kansas City making their first ever trip, away trip to Nashville.
Mhm.
And they went all out, Susanna Collins. They basically looked like a bunch of girls on a bachelorette trip, which I'm totally here for. Johnny Russell, Graham Zusi, Fontas, and Shallowy, sporting chic cowboy boots. Graham Zusi looked like he had to really work hard to put those over those calves.
Mhm.
And I think I'm most here for, though, Daniel Shallowy, thinking that like there's some type of leprechaun situation, like clicking his
He was
heels.
doing a two-step. He was doing a little two-step.
Yeah, but
Getting
he's
ready
like
to-
jumping and clicking his heels. Like, I don't think that's a line dance move. I'm not a Western gal.
Her
But
heels, kind of a cowboy thing. I don't know.
a
But they-
cowboy leprechaun hybrid by Daniel Shallowy.
he was owning it. I mean, he
Yeah.
loved it. I think that, what's so funny, Jill? My first pair of cowboy boots I ever bought, I bought in Nashville on Broadway at the Boot Barn. It's just like a sea of cowboy boots. And I am
Wait a
wondering
minute.
if they all went to Boot Barn together. and
When
picked
we
up
did
boots.
our call up from Geodis Park, you didn't take me to Boot Barn.
Jill, you had to leave too early. I wanted
right,
to. There
my
were so
fault.
many things. There were so
My
many
fault.
things I wanted. I wanted to do the Pedal Tavern with you. I wanted to go look at cowboy boots. There were so many things.
Okay.
So we just
We
have
will
to
do
go
it.
back. We have to
Yeah.
go back. But I need to know
SKC
where they got
cannot
the
beat us to
boots.
all of the cool
I
things.
know. Exactly.
Also, I'm here for the Circle of Life. I want to give a quick shout out to my birds. For anyone who's been following me on social media, I discovered a bird nest in my hanging basket a few weeks back that had 4 beautiful little blue eggs. And that, I don't know, it really spoke to me, kind of like how Bruce Arena spoke to you. These little eggs spoke to me. And as you know, Susanna Collins, I'm a closeted like bird freak. Like back in the day,
Yes.
I had a bird
Fun fact
mobile.
about Jill.
I had a bird mobile over my bed. I had bird wallpaper. When I went to Susanna's lake house, I caught up nightly on the bird watching book that Dad had.
Yep.
So this has just really been rocking my world. 3 of the 4 have become birds. 1, I don't think, made it all the way. But that's okay. 3 out of the 4 are here and they're birds and they are just totally developing right outside. They have feathers, they have faces.
You're like a parent.
I check on them every day.
You're
the
a mom.
one thing that has been shocking to me is I never thought about it, but because they haven't flown yet and they live in their nest, their beautiful little twig nest has just become a nest of poop. There's just poop all over the place. Oh, my earring just fell out. But that is the one not cute thing about a baby bird nest that I never thought of. It is
all babies poop. All babies poop.
So imagine no one there to clean it for 3 weeks. Like, am I supposed to do that?
Oh, I don't know, Jill. I think that's overstepping your bird bounds. All right, our last here for this. I know we have quite a few today, but this one is definitely worth mentioning because Matt Turner said farewell to the New England Revolution faithful this weekend. He was making the rounds at Gillette Stadium, signing jerseys, saying goodbye, taking pictures, and then there was a fan who showed up wearing a Tottenham jersey, which is obviously Arsenal's big London rival. And she goes to give him her keeper jersey, and he's like about to sign it, and then he sees the Tottenham jersey, and he's like, nope, he gives it back. He gave it back. He wouldn't sign her, I think it might have been a Matt Turner goalkeeper jersey. He wouldn't sign it because she was wearing a Tottenham jersey. And I was like, respect, because and I know, Arsenal fans are cray. They're very volatile. And if this was their first taste of Matt Turner, like him, like appeasing a Tottenham fan, I don't think that would have gone over well. And that is not the introduction that he would have wanted into life in London and the press and all of that. They would have eaten it up. So I give him credit.
Do you think that this is just a nice old MLS fan that's like, I really love Matt Turner and New England. Oh, and I'm also a Tottenham fan. Or do we think that this was a troll fan?
I think this might, I don't know. Like, that's kind of trolling. Like, if you, like, come on. I'm thinking it's more of a strategic move.
What is on tap? So voting is now open for the 2022 MLS All-Star Game presented by Target. Susanna Collins, me and you will be packing our bags to Minnesota. Voting ends, guys, at midnight, Friday, July 1st. 26 players are going to be selected for the All-Star Game on August 10th at Allianz Field. 12 players determined by a combined vote of fan, media, and players. 12 selected by MLS All-Star head coach Adrian Heath, and 2 selected by MLS Commissioner Don Garber. Fans can vote at MLSsoccer.com or the MLS app, so make sure you get your votes in.
Okay.
Oh, and we got to vote too, Suze.
Yes, we do. But Jill, I think that I have an assignment for us for next week. I feel like you and I, to watch your birds, to nurture them to health. I think that you and I should like find somebody to just fully stand for All-Star, and we'll make like a push. We'll make it like a call-up push, or like you pick one and I pick one, and then we like try to push.
And we have to agree that it's not an obvious person. It's like someone that if they make it, it's because of us.
Yes. So if you guys have suggestions, as to who we should get behind, let us know. Hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, whatever, and give us some suggestions. But I think this could be really fun, right? Let's do it. I'm here for that. Also, guys, just to make sure you make today's podcast experience a double header, because we have a whole new episode of ETR dropping tonight that features a special interview with San Jose's Jeremy Abobasi, who is one of the greatest humans in the league. He does so much for the Black Players for Change. He's also having like an incredible season, a phenomenal goal scorer. So yeah, definitely check that out. It'll be a great conversation. What an episode. Great way to kick off a Tuesday. Thanks, everybody. We love y'all.
What's up, everybody? It is Susanna Collins and Jillian Sakovitz, co-hosts of The Call Up. And if you want more Call Up action, hit like and subscribe right here on YouTube, right there.
And also make sure that you download every episode of The Call Up every single Tuesday at 5 o'clock Eastern Time or anywhere that you get your podcasts. And while you're here, why not check out some of these other videos as well?